session. In the last class we had learned the introduction to exponents, expanding the exponents and rewriting it as positive and negative integers. Now let us explore the laws of exponents. 2 cube into 2 to the power of 4 is an example what I have considered. Bases are same, indices are different. Indices may be different or same, but bases must be same for the laws. So as normal we can expand 2 is multiplied 3 times, 2 is again repeated 4 times. Together it is repeated 7 times. So in a normal expansion we can write it as 2 to the power of 7. But using the laws, how can we reduce the steps? 2 cube into 2 to the power of 4, both the bases are same and we have multiplication in between. So when we have multiplication, we have to add the indices. Add the indices. 3 plus 4 is 2 to the power of 7. In the same way, other examples I have shown. 5 square into 5 to the power of 6 is equal to add the indices. Why I am adding the indices? Because the bases are same and there is multiplication. So 5 to the power of 2 plus 6 is 5 to the power of 8. Similarly, x square into x to the power of 8. So base is x and indices are 2 and 8. There is multiplication symbol, hence we have to add the indices. X to the power of 2 plus 8 is x to the power of 10. So in general, how can we state first law of exponents? For any non-zero integers a to the power of m into a to the power of n is equal to a to the power of m plus n, where a is any non-zero integers, m and n are positive integers, or we can say it as a natural number. I think you understood, children. You work out from exercise problems. Now let us go move on to the second law of exponents. So we shall continue laws of exponents. First law states that a to the power of m into a to the power of n is equal to a to the power of m plus n. Now, if it is division a to the power of m by a to the power of n, previously there was multiplication in between, now there is division in between. When there is division, what I should do here? We have to subtract the indices. Now it is clear, m, we are subtracting n from m. Therefore, m must be greater than m. Here what is the condition? m is greater than n. This is first case. In second case, a to the power of m by a to the power of n is equal to 1 divided by a to the power of n minus m, children. When is it? When m is less than n. If m is greater than n, we will get the index in the numerator. If m, this exponent is less than the denominator, we will get the index in the denominator. In general, we say a is a non-zero positive integer, non-zero integer. M and n are natural number or positive integers. So there are two cases in second law. One when m is greater than n and m is less than n. This is second law of exponents. Second law of exponent. Let me 2 to the power of 5 by 2 cube. How to simplify this? Now first check in whether the index is greater in the numerator or in the denominator. It is clear that 5 is greater than 3. So index in the numerator is greater, so we shall subtract in the numerator itself using the first case 2 to the power of 5 minus 2, which is equal to 2 cube. One more example I will give. A to the power of 8 by a to the power of 4. Common basis with division symbol. So I can 3 cube divided by 3 to the power of 9. Now check. We have to apply, of course, the second law. But where to subtract? Whether the case 1 I have to apply or case 2 I have to apply. Look at the indices. In the numerator it is 3 and in the denominator it is 9. Therefore, index is greater in the denominator. We shall subtract the indices in the denominator. What to write in the numerator? 1. Nothing is there means there is one factor always. Divided by 3 to the power of 9 minus 3. 1 by 3 to the power of 6. Then one more we shall do it. X to the power of 5 by x to the power of 8. Now compare the indices in the numerator and the denominator and then apply the law whether case 1 or 2. So here the indices is greater in the denominator. We shall subtract in the denominator 1 by x to the power of 8 minus 5, that is equal to 1 by x cube. Children, it is not compulsory that whether you have to subtract either in the numerator or in the denominator. Wherever you want you can subtract. But it will be easy if you go for these two cases. For example, I take x to the power of 5 by x to the power of 8. Is it compulsory that I should subtract in the denominator? Not at all. Look here, x to the power of, we have to subtract the indices. 5, m minus n. So minus, it is in the law, minus. The value of n is 8. Okay. X to the power of 8 minus 5 is 3, greater number sign is minus. You will get it as negative index. Again you rewrite it as positive index, x cube, 1 by x cube. Same thing you will get. It's not compulsory that you have to subtract either in the numerator or in the denominator. Suppose if you choose the method of these laws, it will be one step will be reduced. Again you have to rewrite negative as positive. That's all. Hope you understood, children. So let us move on to the third law of exponent. In the first law, multiplication. In the second law, division. In the third law, very beautiful, head on head. There is an index on the index. So what to do when there is index on the index? A to the power of m whole to the power of n is equal to multiply the indices a to the power of m into n. We shall work out few examples. 2 cube whole square. Head on head. Indices on indices. Multiply the indices. 2 to the power of 3 into 2, that is equal to 2 to the power of 6. Then 5 to the power of 4 whole cube. How to do this? 5 to the power of 4 into 3 is equal to 5 to the power of 12. Then x to the power of x cube whole to the power of 5. What to do? X to the power of 3 into 5, that is equal to x to the power of 15. You can use bracket if it is necessary. Now, a to the power of 3a cube whole square to the power of 3. See, so nice. I have written 3 indices head on the head. So in that case, what to do? Nothing. You just go on multiply the indices. A to the power of 3 into 2 into 3 is equal to a to the power of 3 2s are 6, 6 3s are 18. I hope you understood. Now one more. 2 to the power of 4 whole to the power of 3 whole to the power of 0. 0. I said in the beginning introduction class, anything to the power of 0, its value is 1. Close your eyes and keep the value as 1 because 4 threes are 12, 12 zeros are is 0. I'll show you 2 to the power of 4 into 3 into 0 is nothing but 2 to the power of 0. Its value is 1. Anything multiplied by 0 is 0. Any number to the power of 0 is 1, which I introduced in the first session. So instead of doing all this drama, directly when there is 0, you can write its value as 1. This is third law. In case if there is negative, one more negative I will show. 5 to the power of minus 3 whole square if you have, you can write it or minus 2 together. 5 to the power of minus 3 into minus 2, which is equal to 5 to the power of minus into minus plus 3 2s are 6. In case of combination of positive and negative, 2 to the power of minus 3 whole to the power of 4. So 2 to the power of minus 3 into plus 4. 2 to the power of minus into plus is minus. 4 3s are 12. You can keep this or you can write it as positive index 2 to the power of plus 12. So this is third law of exponents. Now I will introduce fourth law of exponent. Here there is slight change. All these three laws had same basis. Now we have different basis, same exponents. See, in previous three laws we had same base, different exponents. Now we have different bases, same exponent. How is that? A to the power of m into b to the power of m. Did you notice the difference? There we had a common as the base, m and n we had. Now in the fourth law, we have different bases but common indices. So what we should do? Multiply the bases a into b whole to the power of m. A into b whole to the power of m. A and b are non-zero integers. M is a any positive integer. Same way I introduce fifth law also, children. It is also similar to this. Fifth law. A to the power of m by b to the power of m is equal to, bases are different, indices are same. Therefore, a by b whole to the power of m. These are two laws. We shall do problems on this. Now, 2 to the power of 5 into 3 to the power of 4. Sorry, 3 to the power of 5. Indices are same, bases are different. So what can we do now? 2 into 3 whole to the power of 5. Don't write 5 into 5. Whole to the power of 5. See, together whole to the power of 1 index. It is related to 2 as well as 3. Now you can write it as 3 2s are 6 to the power of 5. I hope you understood, children. In the same way, x to the power of 4 into y to the power of 4. Bases are different, indices are same. I can write it as x into y whole to the power of 4. X into y is xy itself whole to the power of 4. In case of division, 3 to the power of 4 by 5 to the power of 4. How can I write this? 3 by 5 whole to the power of 4. That's all. m to the power of 5 by n to the power of 5 can be written as m by n whole to the power of 5. This is how fourth and fifth law, children. Understood? I hope you all understood the laws of exponents. So work out the exercise problems. If you have any doubts, you can contact me through WhatsApp. Thank you. Have a nice day.